Oh dear. I knew this moment would come. I go out to the street, my hands in my pockets. Scene 1. Canard. What? There's voice acting?
끝까지 나는 자유롭지 못하네. 분수에 맞지 않는 꿈을 품어서는 안 된다는 거야.
젠장 불안 눈물. 이딴 방식으로 일을 처리할 줄이야.
Can't believe this is how she handled it. What the hell happened? What's with all this smoke? Sigh. I guess I'll have to trust her.
한 번만 말할게.
Angelo! I'll only say this once. I despise verbose and roundabout speech that doesn't get straight to the point. So don't try to get wordy. Just answer my questions. You don't get to question me either. Where did you come from? How did you enter this place? And for what purpose? Well, who are you to... Ugh, boy! I'm suddenly getting all nauseous. Oh dear. My leg! I warned you, and you crossed the line. Let me ask you one more time. Where did you come from? How did you enter this place? And for what purpose? I was just walking around and ended up here before I even realized it. I have no idea how I got here. Damn it, blood's gushing out of my right leg. I swear I wasn't trying to trespass. I don't even know where this is. I woke up around 1 p.m. and started walking around the streets District 13. Streets of District 13. Since I was just out and about, I figured I could go wherever I wanted, so I decided to drop by Ham Pang Pang. Heard they served a weekly special sandwich. Dog just wanted a sandwich, and Angela crushed his right leg. I had bills to pay, got no jobs, had to make a living somehow as a one-man office. You dragged on too long. I'll be taking your left arm and left leg next. You have no purpose, and you don't even know how you got here. Just who are you? Just an ordinary fixer who's hit rock bottom. He's a fixer? He's a fixer trying to fix things, and he hit rock bottom, has no jobs, is even a good fixer? What the hell is this place, and who are you? Come on, taking 2 limbs at once is cheating. I'm the one asking the questions. Your name? Roland. Good. Welcome to the library. We've yet to serve any guests, but then you suddenly appeared out of nowhere. It took me quite a bit of effort designing this library to ensure that no uninvited guest could enter. You see, damn it, these limbs were all I had. I don't have any cash or mortgages to get new ones anymore. Seems he's fainted. Wake up! She's no longer Bird. Yeah. Huff, huff, my legs, my arms. Wait, they're all intact again. You should be able to swing your arms and walk again. And I made a few readjustments to your body to make it a bit easier to use. Although you did trespass on my library, I also took your limbs away without your consent. So I'm giving you these as an apology. I'm quite patient and generous, you see. Patient, my ass. Am I really supposed to be thankful for this? And your warning isn't in effect anymore, right? Nope, not anymore. I had a few thoughts, but you were knocked out. And here's my conclusion. You'll help me out here. What? Huh? Do syndicates these days kidnap people this way too? Or is this one of the wings? Syndicates, those are bad guys. Those are crime syndicates. Or are the wings are, I guess, can be bad guys. I heard rumors that they abduct test subjects from here and there for singularity research. An acquaintance of mine apparently began jumping between dimensions as a side effect of one of those experiments. My life really is an unlucky mess. This is a library. I don't know the syndicates you're talking about, but this place isn't a wing at least. Doesn't really matter. Whatever the case, I'm trapped here, and you'll exploit me, right? Yes, I'm letting you live for 2 reasons.
첫 번째,
First, I need an analysis of how you could enter this place uninvited.
이유도 모르고 너를
Sending you back or neglecting you without knowing the reason could pose a significant threat to the library.
이제 너도
Well, it's not like you can leave without my permission anymore.
두 번째,
Second, from now on, I will collect books about the city in search of the one absolute book. Just like that one MMORPG that decided to be every game dream world, and it delivered and is really good.
이 과정을 도와주면 돼.
And I want you to help me with this process.
넌 도시에서 살고 있는 인간이니까.
Since you are a resident of the city, I expect you to be helpful in various ways.
언젠가 이렇게 될 줄 알았어.
I knew this would happen to me someday. People would disappear without a trace, only to be found as chunks of flesh much later. I used to laugh at those poor folks for being careless and unlucky, but now I see it has nothing to do with carelessness or anything. Huh. Just happens without a moment's notice.
목숨에 대해서는 걱정하지 마.
Don't be too concerned about your life. You are not allowed to die here unless I permit you to.
죽을 수 없어.
Thank you, Angelo. Damn it, so this was a crazy laboratory sort of deal. Do you, like, shove random stuff like corn kernels and clockwork into people's stomachs and turn them into walking popcorn, spewing popcorn machine men or something? That sounds fucking awesome. This has got to be the worst. I'd much rather die and be over with it all.
앞으로도 또 그런 개소리.
If you spout such nonsense one more time, I'll gladly turn you into a human popcorn machine as you so wish.
난 말 같지도 않은 소리에 일일이
I've already gone through so many cycles of bullshittery responding to every bit of meaningless rubbish.
죄송합니다.
Sure did, Angelo. Sorry, ma'am.
정식으로 인사를 할게.
Angelo in chair! This is just like that starting scene from Lobotomy Corporo. That is such a reference. Let me introduce myself properly.
내 이름은
My
엔젤.
name is
도서관의
Angela.
관장이자.
I am the head librarian and director of this library. Angela.
좋은 이름이네.
That's a good name.
그래서 내가
So what am I supposed to do?
도서관에 초대된 손님을
Your role is to welcome the guests invited to the library.
내가
As
고심해서
a
작성한
doormat,
초대장으로
I will carefully determine what guests to invite and write an invitation accordingly, and you will entertain the guests once they accept the invitation and arrive at the
넌
library.
실제로 도시에서 살았고
Since you have actual experience working as a fixer, I'm sure you will be able to give the various types of guests a much better reception than I could.
뭐 그래봐야
I'm just a washed up grade 9 fixer. Oh, he's a baby.
접대라는 것은 뭐야?
He's a little baby. He's washed up. He's washed. What's this reception all about anyway? Do I catch their eyes or be a waiter for them or something?
말 그대로 입장한 손님들을
It's simple.
상대해주면 돼.
You just have to deal with the guests in a physical manner, of course.
도서관이 손님들에게
The library presents the guests with an ordeal, and books will open up in the process.
시련을 극복한 손님은
The guests who have overcome the ordeal will be deemed worthy to earn their books. Interesting. So ordeal, does it mean ordeal as in like the Lobotomy Corporation sense, where it's like creatures somewhat outside of our reality are peeking their way in, breaking in to attack, and we have to do a physical test?
그건 잠시뿐.
There is the possibility that you may die in the process of reception, but it's only temporary. You'll get back up when the library closes.
이곳에서는 내
No
허락없이
one
잠들 수
here may rest without my permission.
너 혹시 해결사한테 무슨 환상 같은 거 있어?
Alright, Lady Angela, terrifying as always. Do you happen to have some weird fantasies about fixers? Aren't you expecting too much from a grade 9? I'm not as talented as you seem to think, you know.
내가 할 바는 아니지.
That's none of my business. I have prepared a manual for you, so go ahead and figure things out for yourself. I think I get the gist of it now. So how does this invitation exactly work?
초대장을 펼쳐놓고
Open up the invitation and register the books you wish to serve to your guests.
그러면
초대장은 자연스럽게
The invitation will be naturally sent to those who need the books.
그렇게 얼렁뚱땅지는
Sounds a bit too easy. The invitation is another carefully crafted work of mine, much like the library.
나침반 같은 걸
Yes.
생각하면
Think of it as a compass. It would be easier to understand that way.
방향을 알려주는 그 나침반?
A compass, as in the tool that tells directions? That's right. The invitations will guide me towards the one book that I truly wish to obtain. And sometimes the invitation may turn red, according to the books you've registered. A red invitation indicates that it can be sent to the special guests who will unravel the next part of the story. Until we register the books that match what the red invitation wants, our journey will be halted for a bit.
초대장을 받는다고 그 손님이 반드시 온다는 보장은 없잖아.
But there's no guarantee they'll respond. In fact, there is. They're destined to come. And the guests will accept the invitation of their own will and enter the library. That's surprisingly polite and fair for something that takes place in the city. Most of the time, people's lives are taken away by others without any consent or agreement. Well, anyway, once we get those books, what comes next? The library is a place of limitless possibilities. Even I cannot fathom the infinite space and power of this library just yet. And that's why I wish to complete the library by filling that space with books. And I will get in my hands the one perfect book that will complete me and my library.
완벽한 책이라.
The perfect book.
그 책도 분명
I suppose those books are different from the ones I know. That is why I didn't scream at the top of my lungs. Alright. Well, I guess story stuff is over. Hello everybody, and welcome to Library of Ruina. This has been a long requested game for me, and as of recording this, what day is today? 5/21. One day after Taco Tuesday on 5/20. I have no idea what I'm getting into, and the reason why I'm Let's Playing and not streaming like I did a lot of LobCorp is because I know that there's gonna be a lot of people that are gonna be like, hey asshole, have you beaten fucking Mega Yahweh and his mecha testicles yet? And I think I'd rather just record so I don't get spoiled in such a mega way. So yeah, here we have Library of Ruina. A reception begins by sending an invitation to guests whom you want to invite. Okay. The episode you'd like to play. With this panel, you'll provide the set of books required to start the episode. The list of books currently in the library's possession. Select the book you need now. Book of something. Sending the invitation. Continue along with the final preparations. Okay. What the hell? Yo, is this what Korea looks like? I expected a lot more Samsung factories. Hey! Hurry up and scrape them up now. Those sway goons might arrive any second. I'm doing my best here. I just can't seem to get a clean rip of his guts. The contents of this guy are weirdly different. I've never even heard of a body modification procedure that does this. Something's off about these organs. They're looking really strange.
Damn it. The footsteps are getting closer.
Forget about clean cuts. Just pull them out and take them.
At this rate, our heads are gonna get nicely chopped off our bodies.
Why does he have this kind of stuff in his body? Whatever, just take them. We're out of time. Just about done. Now run! What the hell? What are those guys? You're a bold one, Pete. Going for a gut harvest in a territory managed by the Zwei. The Zwei! These are the only jobs we have left.
We have to climb up by any means necessary, whatever it takes.
You know my dream, right? To become one of the fingers of the backstreets. I'll admit it, it's rare to see someone with a dream these days. Let's sell off these guts we've hauled first. We gotta prepare enough cash to offer to the stray dogs.
True. This could be our chance to join an urban legend class syndicate.
Alright, time to check out the harvest. Hey, is this a joke? You sure you scraped up the right stuff? I told you, this guy didn't have a single proper organ inside him.
I expected innards soaked in drugs like enkephalin at worst.
These are damaged too badly. It's almost like someone already blew them up. We only doused them with anesthetics. Didn't do no harm. This doesn't make any sense. How could he have even walked around with these messed up organs?
What if it's one of those? You know, rumors say there's a guy who skewers and threads people alive to turn them into dolls. Yeah, I've heard of that too, but look at the state of these things. Not the case at all.
I hear those dolls are made by threading flesh and bones together. But this son of a bitch didn't have any scars or stitches showing outside.
There was a round orange
symbol on the back of his neck. A round orange symbol. Thought it was a tattoo at first, but he didn't seem like the type to have one. He was a desk-working dweeb.
Symbols? Tattoos?
Damn it. Please don't tell me we poked the wrong beehive. Besides that, he also had this envelope in his body. What the hell's an envelope doing in a human body? This keeps getting worse. Give me that.
An invitation to a library. Books! We can get books from the library. What a bunch of nonsense.
It was a flop after all. The payment is due tomorrow. We've got 7 hours to be exact. That's too little time for another run of gut harvesting.
We're heading to the library as the invitation says.
I don't know what this book thing is, but we're out of options. We gotta take any chance we get.
Isn't this just suicide? We don't know what kind of place it might be.
It can't be worse than dying to the stray dogs or the Zwei Association. We're screwed anyway. Shut up and follow me if you want to live. What was that we just saw? Fragments of the invitation process. We can take a peek at the stories of our upcoming guests. Didn't take you for a peeping Tom. It's more convenient to know what kind of guests will visit us in advance, isn't it? Besides, this is the invitation's will, not mine. That's a splendid thing you got there, ma'am. Preys upon people and kidnaps them too. A perfect tool for crimes. Heck, if the invitation can do all that, why don't we just skip the whole reception part? Can we just teleport them right into a room full of traps or something? I cannot do that. You can only take a peek when it has been decided that the guests are coming here for their own volition. Is that the music that's playing? That's so cool. They're desperate guests. Tell me, was the invitation responsible for that symbol and internal damage as well? Not a chance. It doesn't have anything to do with that. The invitation simply finds a way to those who need it. That means those weird happenings were someone else is doing. I've never seen that kind of phenomenon back when I was a fixer. It's like something from the ruins. Ruins? I don't know a whole lot either. I only heard stories of it. Should I describe it as magic? That kind of stuff exists in the ruins, apparently. In any case, we simply greet our guests. They seem to be low class, but oh well. Ah, darn. We have to serve a bunch of low-class dweebs. We can't sell to only rich peoples, some hoity-toity rats. Those are probably a bunch of lowly gangsters from the back streets. We call them rats. Groups of half-assed thugs that barely qualify as a syndicate. They don't have money or power. They're losers who only think about making ends meet day by day. I might have just roasted myself there. The back streets. I know of them. Someone I know is from the back streets. Well, that's nothing special, really. The back streets stretch all over the city like veins. Heck, it might actually be tougher to find someone who isn't from the back streets.
So this is a library. It looks fancier than I thought.
Could it be a bunch of valuable things here? Greetings, dear guests. This is the library, and I am Angela, the librarian of my role's namesake. You may find what you desire here, but you may also end up yielding your precious possessions to us.
네가 이거 주인이야?
You're the owner of this place. We're allowed to take whatever we want here, right?
Indeed, you may earn books to be exact, if you're able, of course.
책이란 게 과연
Are those books things really worth a lot, though? Of course they can be, if the information they hold is valuable.
망치.
Manche.
될 때야?
Beggars can't be choosers. We gotta cling on to anything we can find. May
May
you find your book in this place, then. You look so dumb. Okay, info on the guests have been accepted in the... Okay, underneath you can check the list of combat pages cards. Okay, so I heard that this game was a card, like a card battler. I don't know what it's called. A game type that I have zero experience with whatsoever. So we'll see how this goes. Dirty blow, bite off. Ugh. Light attack. Are we fighting them? Oh, okay. Okay, so we're strong against... We are weak, very weak against blunt and pierce. We're okay against slash. And we have... Oh, let's just get into it. This text describes the ability of the page, usually activated upon use. In combat, 3 types of offensive dice exist, each corresponding to a different damage type. Okay, slashy slash. When an offensive die with this icon is played, a slash type attack will be performed. Offensive die with a pierce icon will perform a pierce type attack. Lastly, playing an offensive die with a blunt icon will perform a blunt attack. The ability of an action die written on its right may activate when the die is played. Based on its condition, most abilities activate when the attack hits the target or the die wins in a clash against an opposing die. It needs a resource called light. The amount of light a character currently has is indicated by the number of yellow icons above them. Don't go easy on us, because we won't. Hey, come on, bring it already. Let's start out slowly. No point in getting nervous. So we are fighting them. Alright. The scene begins. Press the spacebar to roll the dice. Roll the dice, Roland. A higher speed value offers the following advantages. If the enemy's speed is lower than yours, you can redirect their attack to you. Characters with higher speed will attack first. Please select the speed dice on a librarian. A librarian, I'm assuming that's him. Please select the speed dice. Speed dice. Oh. This is the librarian's hand of combat pages, aka cards. Please select one of them. Alright, do we want the light defense? Do we want the light defense? Do we want the light attack, or do we want the light attack? Okay, so everybody, he's going for bite off. Backstreet's dash. That's pierce. That's nothing special. But that's... we don't like blunt damage, so we will block you, I guess. Or we will light defense you. By pressing Q or clicking on the icon, you can toggle quick mode. In quick mode, the action dice are rolled automatically during battle. When quick mode is off, the player must manually roll the action dice in each engagement by clicking on or pressing space. You You can automatically fill the librarian's speed dice with the combat pages in their hands. Targets are randomly determined. This makes the battle proceed quicker at the cost of precision and strategy. Okay. These are visual indicators showing who the librarians and guests are currently attacking. Are targeting for attack. Toggle them by 1, 2, 3. Okay, so our team is librarians, and everybody on the left side is going to be the bad guys. Emotion level. By pressing the spacebar or clicking the icon after the speed dice have been rolled, you can begin the combat phase. Let's do it! When only one of the two opposing has dice to play, a one-sided attack occurs. This happens when a character targets an enemy that isn't targeting them back. Okay, I am really trying my best to not mash through all of this right now. When both characters in an engagement have a dice to play, a clash occurs. This usually occurs when the speed dice of two characters target each other. Defensive dice or counter dice may also cause a clash. In a clash, the results of actions are determined by comparing their rolls. Offensive dice can only deal damage equal to the roll by winning the clash. Interactions between defensive dice follow the rules on the next page. Completely blocks the damage, deals stagger damage to the attacker by the difference in value. Losing a clash versus offensive mitigates incoming damage. Winning a clash versus defensive deals stagger damage. Evade dice negates damage. Okay, I will be able to figure it out. Yo, get fucked. Yo, I'm better. Yo, scenes? What the? Okay. I think let's turn that off so we can really take a look at things here. So we are kicking their asses. We are winning by not a lot. What is this bar? Current emotion colors. Emotion coins. Okay, I'm not gonna worry about that right now. Let's keep going for... Am I supposed to do something right now? Two. Okay, so we're gonna win against this guy. We're gonna lose against, or we're gonna tie against him. So he's gonna dodge. We don't have to worry about that. We don't have to worry about his damage. You are also not gonna do a whole lot. So let's charge and cover. Okay, no one's doing anything special right now. Let's fuck him up. Let's fuck him up. It's damage time. Oh, dang. Do it again. I didn't get to enjoy anything. This is too unfair for us. Taking physical damage will decrease the character's HP, indicated by the red gauge. When the HP of a librarian or a guest is brought down to 0, they will die. Guests who meet their demise in the library will be resolved into books. They will turn into books? I'm sorry, they turn into books? The higher the guest's emotion level was, the more likely they are to yield books in greater quantity or quality upon death. So we gotta make them emotional as they're getting closer to death. So you had 2. So we cashed out on this guy's life. 3.2 cost. Okay, this is interesting. And we only took 2 down. Oh my god, these guys are pathetic. Okay. Let's roll. 4. Oh my god, they are so screwed. They stand no chance. What are you doing right now? Skitter away. Bite off. Okay, we don't want that. But I thought I was attacking you. I was attacking the other guy. Okay, so we don't... Well, charge and cover. Just to see what that does. Do it, Rolando. Boom. Ding. Stupid. Okay, a character may inflict or receive 2 types of damage, physical and stagger damage. And target stagger resist, yellow gauge on hit. When stagger resist hits 0, the character falls into a staggered state, indicated by a broken speed dice. A staggered character will receive fatal damage from all forms of attack. Cannot act for the rest of the current and next scene. Cannot restore light at the beginning of the next scene. Okay, so you are about... Oh, you are full gone. How do we make them feel emotions? Can we call them cringe? Can we say some really mean things to them, Roland? Okay, so that's gonna... Does it play it in this order? So like, if there's 3, then would it... So if I did this on this guy, then would it play this, then go to this guy and do this one? And if the last guy was here, it would do the slice damage? Let's test it out. So it does skitter first. No, that's not how that works. Okay. Okay, we're gonna meet in the middle here. Gut harvesting. Oh, I didn't select it. Enter a combat phase without slotting any. Okay, well, that's fine. Okay, so we win. We're gonna focused strikes. Okay, we're just gonna take you out. Boom. Guess I was just a fool who dreamed too big. Didn't have any expectations for you anyway. Shouldn't get agitated no matter how the situation might be. Okay, 1-to-1. We'll trade. Nice and easy. Nice and easy. At the bottom of my whole life just to die like this. Curtain call for the reception of rats. You can check the books you have obtained from the reception. Here, if you failed the reception, this part will show the books you have lost instead. Okay, so the reception, we are taking people from the world and killing them and turning them into books. I'm assuming that's like a metaphor. That's like their life story or events, interesting events that happened in their lives. The books of rats. Alright, we close the curtain. I wonder, is it so important for them to belong to a renowned syndicate? It's all part of the city life. You have to belong to a group, be it a syndicate or anything else. Living in the city gets too tough otherwise. Okay. Keter! That's so awesome. A pleasure to burn. In this section, you can burn the books that you have obtained. You can see what the books in your possession have to offer before burning them. Why would I want to burn them? Can I only carry so many? Here you can check the list of items that can be obtained from burning the book. Oh, you can take their skills. Press the relevant button to begin burning your books. You can burn up to 20 books at a time. Okay, is there a reason for me to not burn their books? Yeah, let's do it. Burn them. When you burn books on a floor, you will see a lovely animation in that floor's color. You may randomly attain pages of that book. Burning a book yields different pages each time, based on chance. I wonder what book I would yield. There are 2 types of pages you may acquire from books: key pages and combat pages. Key pages constitute a librarian's physique. They serve as equipment. Combat pages are the cards and techniques used by librarians in battle. They serve... okay. Wait, is that like their ego equipment? The key pages. The rarity of a page ranges from paperback, hardcover, limited to Objet Dart. Pages of higher grades are more powerful, although rarer to acquire when burning books. Also, key pages have a set limit on how many you can be owned at once. All right, let's see what we got here. We got Skitter Away, Bleed X. Take X damage and subtract a third of the stack every time an offensive die rolls. That could probably be useful. Oh, that does even more bleed damage. Okay. So these are all Roland's base stuff. So we can say we want Gut Harvest. That's right here. Can I put this on you somehow? Let's get rid of maybe this. Can we... is that... that's not how that works. How does... oh, okay, that's how that works. Alright. I don't think... we'll start worrying more about that when we start getting better guys. So for now... let's see. Obtain the book of question mark, question mark, question mark. Alright, let's see. Where are we going next? Who we got next? Why did I select this? Books of the day? Oh, how do I get out of here? Oh. Invitation! Ayu! Foil again. I didn't go through all the trouble of becoming a fixer to do mundane chores like this. You know how it is. Only a select few get to rise up in the ranks. But still, we might see the light one day if we start out with smaller tasks, don't you know? I envy your optimism, Finn. But a request like, please find my lost cat before night falls, is seriously not it. Garbage offices get garbage requests. Yeah, Finn! You probably had better things in mind when you became a fixer. You know, a bigger field to play on. I'm sure I can move to a nicer office or become an associate fixer someday if I keep working hard. Then I might... that's odd. There's this envelope in my pocket. It says, the invitation. Smells fishy. Can't overlook something like this. Besides, if what's written on the invitation is true, those books would be of interest to several associations. It is interesting, but we don't exactly know what's in the library, right? We should report this to the office first and take care of it formally. I ain't about to feed a garbage office that won't feed me. We're going first if you don't wanna. They call themselves fixers. Do you happen to be friends with them? What? Look, assuming all fixers know each other it's like picking 2 random pedestrians and hoping they know each other. The question is basically asking these 2 strangers, you're both humans, so you must know each other, right? You get what I mean? I should expect to see many different kinds of fixers if what you're saying is true. Pretty much. Alright. No, we are deploying the Roland, and we got a red and white hair person. Is there anything we need to look out for? Oh, these must be like just fixer things that all fixers know. Because Roland knows them too. Interesting. Alright, floor is available, remaining acts. Up to 3 librarians can participate. We do not have any librarians, unfortunately. Alright. As the battle progresses, the emotional tension of the librarians and guests will be heightened. Positive emotion points are blue. By getting advantages in battle, and they lose or suffering disadvantages. Got you. As the emotion levels of characters rise, the overall emotion of the team they belong to will be heightened. When your team's emotion level goes up, you may choose an abnormality page. An abnormality page to use at the beginning of the next scene. An abnormality page, eh? Things are looking smooth so far. Alright. So is Roland just okay with turning these people into books? Yeah, that's gonna clash, isn't it? Let's maybe charge and cover. Oh, they're both dodging. Okay, let's slide attack instead. Never mind. Okay, can I not? Wait, I can choose to do different attacks? Or did that use up to... Okay, we got 3. Oh, we are harvesting them guts. Do it! Clash, cringe. Jesus. A fatal 2 damage. Alright. They are so going down right here. We got a 4. So we are... Let's annihilate this person. And we also got 1 more skill point. Light attack. Sure. Oh, we can't... Oh, okay. So that's not how that works. We can't do multiple. Owie! I wanted to climb higher than this. That guy almost turned the tide and got me there. My heart's still pounding. Oops. That's okay. I just wanted a higher roll. Fuck. Let's see. Rolando. Let's have you... light defense. We're gonna get staggered here. All because of a rather silly misplay. No, we're good. 4? Oh, you are so done. So done. Focus strike. Here it comes! Jesus, 10 damage. Guess I can climb up after all. Yoon's office fixers, you poor folks. In the book of a grade 9 fixer. So they're both, these guys and Roland were both grade 9, but Roland is like so much better. I take it there's going to be a fuck ton of story behind Roland, and that we will come to find out as the course of the video games progress. Let's burn some grade 9 fixer books. Alright, restore some light. %50 chance to boost slash damage. Very well. The rust. Okay, just pierce damage. One clash win. Dodge and strike. That does 0. Wallop. I like wallop. Just big punch. All right, Rolando. We're gonna give you some wallopy. Not because it's good. It's probably not very good, to be honest, but it sounds funny. also, if we can, how do I put passives onto them? Key pages, that's what that is. You an officer. What do I want to put these on? This gives them passive abilities. We'll put on this. The panel shows information of the things he has equipped. Press the button to equip the key page on the librarian. Sweet. It's bound to the key page. Make sure to... Oh, he's... Okay. So now we gotta choose an entirely new moveset. Because he has this key page. Huh. Alright. We'll put that and that and that. Charge and cover's good. Wallop, focus strike is a big damage. Preparation, why not? Dodge and strike, light attack. I want light defense. We don't have enough defensive stuff in there. What do we take out? Bite off. Light defense, perfect. Back to the library we go. Now we'll put the book and that book and that book. Sure, why not? Oh, okay. Sir, they still haven't responded back to us. Something must have happened in that library. Plenty of fixers disappear without a trace. Whether they died or ran off, further lack of response means a violation of contract, and they're facing expulsion from my office. And there is too little evidence to back up your claim about this invitation. A door appeared out of thin air when they signed the paper, and they disappeared into that. Could be rich people shenanigans, or a wing experimenting with its singularity. Yoon's office does not have any time to spare with things like that. I might still be a grade 9 fixer, but I can sense that something's off about this. Oh really, how tragic that such good instincts of a grade 9 fixer are wasted on our humble office. Listen up, little frog in the well. In this city, insane events happen every second of the day, most of which you haven't even heard of. You won't have time to be feeling off about something when there's numerous other things that need your attention. If you can't present visible evidence right now, it's not worth looking into. What about that envelope right in front of you, operator? What? You little brat trying to pull a cheap trick on me. What did it do? He's tiny. He's like, is this a 12-year-old? How is he? Okay. Get out for a moment. Hey, this is Yoon's office. Gotta lead this time. Lend me some cash so I can hire a few. No, seriously, I have a good feeling about this. True, it can end up failing like you said. I can check just one more time, if you want. I'm not exactly fond of this method, but I have one guy fit for the job. It seems fixers must report to their office before they can even begin working. Well, that's formally the case. I could bypass that since I ran a one-man office, though. Fixers aren't any better than syndicates when it comes to greed. And it looks like this guy is trying to exploit a naive kid, too. So this is the library. Yeah, Yoon said we might even get sponsorship from an association if I succeed. I'll do my best! And then he dies. Greetings, Fixer. I am Angela, the librarian of my role's namesake. Hello, I'm Finn, a fixer at Yoon's office. Is it true that I can find books containing lots of information in this place? Yes, of course. You were given the invitation for that exact reason. May you find your book in this place. And then he gets jumped. Let's see. Okay. Is there anything I should be... this is all probably stuff that that I'll have to worry about later down in the journey. Wait, is this the Kabbalah? Is this the Tree of Life? Oh my god, I'm so dumb. It is. It is, isn't it? Okay. I'm afraid, but I want to win. Well, things are looking smooth so far. Oh, 4. Oh, he's so dead. Alright. What's he gonna do? Thrust? He's gonna thrust on me. We dodge. Dodge. Oh my god. Jesus. Okay. I'm starting to figure things out a little bit. He is sad. I'm assuming these are the light points as well. I don't know what you're doing. Preparation. He's going to attack and then hold still. So I will... What is strong against him? What does he not like? I can't tell if the flashing thing up there in the top left corner means he's weak or he's strong. Again, so let's see. Does it say fatal? Nope. Okay, that's a tie. What are you doing? Thrust, thrust. Boom. Alright, we got a 1, but it doesn't matter because he has absolutely nothing. Oh, you can mouse. Okay, so it is. Okay, the flashing things are fatal. Okay, that's good to know. It's walloping time. Boom! Boom! I just managed to become a grade 9 too. Oh. That poor fella. Oh boy, it's not all that delightful to see such a young rookie fall like that, all things considered. You said yourself that our way is quite polite and fair before, didn't you? That most of the time people's lives are taken away by others without any consent or agreement. The library is different. People who enter this place have agreed to risk death to gain what they want. They even signed the paper to show such agreement. No coercion or compulsion is involved in this process. They make their own choice and pay accordingly. God damn, Angela. Well, yeah, fair point, but still, it feels kind of dirty in a way. We'll present you with a set of assignments. Completing the assignments will unlock an abnormality Abnormality? When assignments are completed for a floor, a battle against an abnormality will become available. Interesting. This is the library's current hazard level, as perceived by the city. Raising the realization level of each floor will increase the library's presence as a threat. Do we want that? Do we want everybody to be freaked out by the library? God, this is a masterclass in menu design. It's so pretty, even if I don't know, at least visually. I'm still very confused, but I was also very confused at Lobotomy Corporation, so... Alright, Finn. What good stuff do you have for me? 42. Half-baked courage. Aw. Wallop quickness. Gain haste next scene. Preemptive strike. Struggle. Let's keep going. Abnormality battle. You seem to be doing your job meekly and well for someone who complains so much. What else did you expect after greeting me in such a violent manner? Heck, I was shocked hard. I find myself in the middle of nowhere and the first person I meet blows off my limbs. I was lost at first, but I get the gist of receiving guests now that I've tried it a few times. Though I do still have a complaint. Complaint? Sheesh, man, again with that stare. Can't say a thing. Just tell me what you mean. I mean, well, it's kind of tough to receive all the guests alone. Guests arriving one by one I can deal with, but when a whole group enters, the first thing that comes to my mind is, how the hell am I supposed to fight all of them? There's got to be a point where one person is no longer enough, right? It's only working right now because all we've been facing were minor syndicates and stuff. And the whole fuss about heightening emotions. You said I can't just kill the guests right away because of that. What's that odd face hinting at? There is a way, technically speaking. Although I'm not certain if it's for the best. You're gonna join in the fights yourself? No. There are entities that could be of help, however. And those entities are the beings that used to wield tremendous strength and power but are now too transient to maintain a physical form, hardly holding on to existence. I don't remember seeing any living being in this library other than you and me. They're asleep inside books where the perfect environment for them is simulated, along with librarians who will be of assistance to you. Wait, so we could have Punishing Bird just in a book. He's in a book in his perfect environment. He's just on a tree. We're gonna break him out. We're gonna break those goddamn shoes out. Those godforsaken shoes. That's all you need to know about them for now. What matters more is that they can be useful for the library's growth. Alright, let's just say that's the case. How are those sleeping entities supposed to help us exactly? You have to enter their books and free the librarians trapped within. I believe they're under the influence of the Abnormality's powers for various reasons. Since they're highly unstable, they won't easily trust us. You're basically saying they'll take us for invaders. Correct. If you can overcome all ordeals presented by them, then they will come to accept you. Instructions still unclear, ma'am. You said they're as mighty as wet paper now. You sure they can give any help? We're not making the Abnormalities receive guests for us. If they can be understood and accepted, they will empower the librarians, directly or indirectly. Still too ambiguous, I've got to say. Anyhow, what you're saying is that they'll present us with ordeals, basically, and we have to overcome them to earn their recognition and borrow their powers. Entering books sounds like something out of a fairy tale. We'll need their power to heighten the emotions of our guests to the peak after all. I wish you success there. Sure. Anything you say, ma'am. Will you... a bloodbath? The edgy bathtub? That's Bloodbath? Whoa! Knife driven by a vaguely aroused will doesn't have what it takes to something. Angela's right. This place really is bizarre. Scars are but marks of failure. You won't be any different. You can see the bloodbath in the end. Man, this is cool. Also, how is this the bloodbath? Can your petty courage leave a deep enough scar? Please click on an opposing character. Lose 3 speed. Scars take 1 to 5 less damage from slash attacks. Okay, so we don't want to slash attack them. So, Rolando, we will... I suppose there's a reason why the first thing we bump into is the edgy bathtub, since this is like reminiscent of the bathtub that our young girl Carmen lost her life in from Lobotomy Corporation. And Angelo is Angela. Or Carmen. Each character has a different... Yeah, I figured that out. List of passives. Got it. You observe a character. You can also check their resistances to various... Yeah. Let's do it. Fuck. Fuck. Alright. So what are you doing? More sinking. Let's do a light attack. We need a big pierce. Boom! Fuck. Boom! Fuck. Okay, this one is difficult. Let's see. We're walloping. We're walloping him today. Boom! Oh yeah. Boom! Fatal 4. That was not a lot of damage, but he is staggered. Which means we don't have a lot of damaging ones, so we'll go with thrust. Thrusty thrust! Boom! Only 2 damage. Rolando, you could do better than that. Okay, he's gonna... Pale hands. I want to see what that animation looks like, actually. Okay, it just swings. Okay, just one attack. That sounds perfect. Think. Win. No depression. Okay, we got 1 weak attack. He's not weak to focus. He's not weak to slash damage. We wallop. Wallop. Bam! Oh my god. Bam! I love wallop. That's my favorite move. Clear an abnormality battle. Perfect. We followed them into their perfect home and freaked them out. 1 assistant librarian's awoken. You now have access to new abnormality pages. Oh. Overwhelms all who look into the bath. Single ally defensive dice gain that much more power. Take 2 to 5 less damage from slash. Or severed wrist. I was reminded of our wine cabinet that day. I popped it. Ah, it's reminiscent of Lobotomy Corporation. After 3 successful attacks on the same target, deal 3 to 10 bonus damage. That one looks good. Alright. Pansy? Who's Pansy? Pansy? What is Pansy doing here? Okay, welcome to the party, Pansy. We'll make you no more light defense. I want to let you struggle. We'll give you Lenny. Wait, does that change that changes Pansy's clothes? Oh, that's cool. Who's Pansy? Do I keep Pansy? Alright, let's keep going. Finn has failed as expected. He wasn't going to last too long anyways. He was just mediocre. He should have gotten a decent modification surgery or had enough talent to make up for his lack of experience. But he didn't have any of that. He was nothing more than an overconfident brat. Too bad. I kinda liked his affable and cutesy attitude. Though I agree, he was bound to die sooner or later. What is that? Is that a chainsaw? Congratulations, by the way. You must have more options now that you're a grade 8 fixer. Yep, so you'd better be careful. If you don't pay me well enough, I might move to another office. Heard that you're barely covering your own taxes these days, let alone the monthly rent for this office space. Am I wrong? I believe the case I had Finn handle could make a breakthrough. You mean the library and the invitation you talked about earlier? But you said the invitation appears randomly, no? How are you going to get another one? I wouldn't have called you if I didn't have certainty. I recently received another invitation. The existence of our office depends on this case. The library is sure to be profitable. I have a hunch. So we're giving it everything we have. Alright, let's roll in some dough. I just bought this lovely thing here from a workshop too. These guests seem quite determined. We should prepare accordingly. A whole office coming at us, huh? It may be a small and insignificant one, but it could prove to be a little tough for the library right now. What if they make it all the way to your room? The guests cannot act outside of the space we prepared for them. It's how this place works. After all, the space is created with limitless power. Yet you somehow jumped right into my room when you weren't even invited. What is with Rolando? There's definitely something about Rolando that they're just keeping from us, and I don't know if he knows. He does kind of have a doofus attitude. I'm not sure if he knows how or why, and he's just playing dumb, but something's going on with him. Something's going on with Rolando. So there's nothing for you to worry about. Greetings, dear guest. Oh, he's here. Yoon is here. You must be the owner of this place. She doesn't even look that strong. Oh, Finn must have been here earlier. What happened to him? That one has become a book. I see. So you turn into a book if you die here. How has she come to that conclusion so quickly? Acting all sentimental when you were the one who sent him here knowing he'd fail? Shut up. We all get exploited and abandoned at some point in our lives. May you find your book in this place. It's okay. Yo, act! I still don't know who Pansy is. Oh, this isn't even Yoon that we're fighting. Unless we're... Oh, do we fight him next? In the next act? Okay. So, 50% chance to boost slash damage. And if Roland dies, then Pansy becomes stronger. And we probably don't have to worry about these guys. Maybe. As the emotion levels of characters rise, the overall emotion level of the teams they belong to will be heightened as well. When your team's emotion level goes up, you may choose an abnormality page to use at the beginning of the next scene. There are two types of abnormality pages: Awakening, blue, and Breakdown, red. Awakening pages typically consist of purely beneficial effects for the user. Breakdown pages offer powerful effects that come with drawbacks. Each floor offers a different set of abnormality pages to choose from, and the likelihood of each type of page being presented depends on the ratio of positive and negative emotion points that the team has built up. Alright, so every living thing, everything with a mind or soul has been turned into a book. Every single, like, that right there could be the fucking punishing bird for all we're aware. And that one's a Forsaken Murderer. And that one's My Hero Academia Rule 34. And who knows how that could extend to the Sephiroth as well. So maybe Hod is one of these books. I have a sneaking suspicion that we're going to bump into Hod at some point, as well as the others. When, I am not so sure. I'm not cut out for taking the lead. We'll just let you take the books here as you want. I'll do my best, and you'll do your best to fulfill your own responsibilities. Alright, Pansy. So you're going for him. We want him to... If anybody's gonna die, we want Roland to die, so that way you get half-baked courage, even though that, I guess, that's not really all that beneficial. Focus Strike. On you. Now I'm curious, does that draw the aggro? Yeah. So you can draw away your aggression to another person if you make another person attack them. Oh, one, easy, 3. Stupid. Jesus. Oh, that's gonna be tough. Oh, that's not gonna work at all. It's okay. Fuck. Okay. We got you. Oh, you are dead. You are very dead. My condolences. So you will go first. You have the stronger attack. Yes, you do. You're gonna do a lot more damage. Think. How did he not die? Easy. This one might be tough. Think. Yo. Okay, after 3 successful attacks on the same target, deal 3 to 10 stagger. Just do that. And you will get it, Pansy. She must have trembled hard. The knife could slip from her hand at any moment. Okay, what do you got going for me? Alright. Let's see what this does. And then you will just win. Bonk. Dead. Walloped. I don't want to die, I want to live. Blocked. Ding. Boom. Wishing for a stronger opponent to come to give us a challenge as equals next time. Ow, all my muscles got tense after fighting so rough. My shoulders are aching. I'm sorry, who is Pansy? Who are you, Pansy? Yeah, I figured that these guys would be next. So what do you got going? Oh, she has that sadistic smile on her face. Feeling good. Time for a little test. Ooh, that's gonna be a good pull if we can take time for a little test. What do you have? Nah, you're too slow. Add +2 power to next die. That's pretty good. And this one, commandeering. Give 1 protection to all allies next scene. Okay. All right, let's do it. This is probably an actual hard fight, maybe. This one's gonna hurt. Zoinks. I think we'll just let you take the bucks here as we want. Okay. So we got preparation. Two to 3. This is 2 to 6. So we wallop. And you are doing dodge and strike. Preparation. Do it. I'm Library of Ruinering. Fuck. Oh, this is... Please get a 3. Damn. Okay, that one's easy. Take 2 to 5 less damage from slash attacks. Who's weak to slash? You're weak to slash. Okay, you're coming at us with a slash that is not very strong, so we'll just overpower you. You are coming at us with commandeering, which gives protection to all allies. Ooh, that hurts. No, it doesn't. The 4 to 8 just means he has higher chance to get a better roll than we do. 1 to 5. Okay, that's probably gonna. Do we take that gamble? Do we try to outbid him? I don't. Let's just roll with this. Jeez. Okay. 4. Fuck. Let's see. 2 to 3. And you got 2 to 6. Okay. I think we're gonna go after you this turn. We're gonna focus strike you. And you are coming with a very weak one of them. We're gonna focus strike. But they could roll higher than us. They have a good chance of rolling higher than us. Let's take the gamble. We'll never get walloped. There's no way we're gonna get walloped. We could get walloped. Don't get walloped. Yes. Boom. Boom. Tide's turn. Oh, Jesus. God damn. Has he got the red hands on him? Okay, okay. We're making a little comeback here. Inflicts bleed. What are you coming at? Fatal piercing damage. Okay. We'll struggle. Here comes the wallop finisher. Wallop bam! Wallop bam! Okay. Now that I know how to play now, it's fun. Boom! Oh, you're so fucked. Boom! 10. Oh, you are so done. Oh, you are so done. Alright. Alright. Let's see. Backstreet's dash? Why not? And, I don't know, just light attack. Mink! Asshole didn't even. Yeah, good job, Yoon. Good job, Yoon's office. Alright, we won our first somewhat difficult thing. Excellent. This guest named Yoon could make an especially valuable book for us. They're all like moths diving into flames. That Yoon guy seemed like a clever sort, but even he ended up blindly jumping into the fire to get what he wanted. Once you've had a taste of desire, it comes in like an unstoppable wave. It's a quote I heard a long time ago.
하지만
But is that desire true to one's heart?
너 웃긴다.
Well, aren't you funny? You said you despise roundabout speech, and now you're being all poetic.
어딘가에 사서님이
10 out of 10 delivery. A certain librarian I know would have taken an arm and a leg off if she heard that. Get back to sorting books.
엔젤라 말대로 정말 층이 확장됐군.
It's just as Angela said. We really got another floor to the library.
안녕, 난 롤라.
Hey there, my name's Roland.
엔젤라, 난
Oh my god.
용서할 수 없어.
Oh my god, it's Maluth. It's Malco. I still can't forgive you. Angela, you... I thought we were already done with that topic.
넌 잠자코 내게 협력하면 되는 거야.
You simply need to cooperate without complaint.
그런 거래였잖아.
That was the deal, remember?
그리고
And try to appreciate that fleshy body of yours you finally earned back.
인간의 몸을 줬다.
Did you really think you could make me happy by just giving me a human body?
잊지 마.
Don't forget, I still don't agree with you. As you wish, snap.
숨 막혀 죽는 줄 알았네.
Malkuth! Hello! I'm the patron librarian in charge of the floor. Oh, it's so nice to see her again. Malkuth!
다행히 기운 없어 보이네.
Oh my god. You know what that means? Who's gonna come back in like 2 floors? Oh man. Oh no. I have some unfinished business with Angela. You probably heard bits of it, but I have no choice but to follow her orders no matter how I feel.
나랑 마찬가지네. 이유는
I'm in the same shoes as yours, though we seem to have ended up here for different reasons.
내가 뭐
You can bring me books, Roland. Since I'm in charge of the floor of history, I'll be sorting the books you bring and collecting those that are about history. Us librarians will then read the collected books, gradually making our floors whole and completing the library itself as an extension. And we'll naturally get to unlock more floors and awaken their patron librarians in that process.
다른 사서들은 잠들어 있단 건가?
So the other librarians are asleep for now. Yep, they are.
대충 알겠어.
I get the gist of it. They're surprisingly bright for someone who was so upset moments ago, by the way.
괜히 불똥 떨어질까 봐 걱정했거든.
I was kind of worried I might have to endure some of that wrath. I can't let my personal affairs get in the way of work now. I still have my problems with Angela, but it's not like getting mad about it will do me any good. So does she remember when Angela cut down the tree of light? Does she remember that? I got my own reasons to do my best with this work too.
오케이. 그럼 한번 잘해보자고.
Let's give it our best shot. Yeah. All right. Okay, so it's not the library itself that gains notoriety. It's just the floors. You can view the information on the newly opened floor here. You can check the librarian's floor assignments and abnormality pages. Oh, we're going down. I thought we'd be going up. Okay. Unless it fills in between them. I could see that happening. Oh, I like that Keter is the crown. That's cool. Because that is supposed to be the very top of the tree of light. So if I had to guess, then yeah, it's gonna fill in the rest of the floors are gonna fill in the middle here. Interesting. And wait, that means that Keter is Angela? That's cool. Alright, we're gonna put you two in the fires. Boom, easy. Feeling good, commandeering, quickness, preemptive strike. We got feeling good and commandeering, that's all that I really care about. 50% chance to boost slash damage. That's pretty good. Boost the max value of defensive dice by +3. That also looks pretty good. Well, guys, I think I'm going to call it there for today. We got our start on Library of Ruina. It is damn nice to be back, and I think I really thought I would be struggling a lot more with all the big fancy words, but surprisingly, at least I think this way. I think things are pretty understandable so far. But yeah, I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you in the next episode of Library of Ruina.